Morning, everyone, and welcome to our graduate convocation for the School of Continuing and Professional Studies. Today's a celebration. It's a celebration of the singular accomplishment of every graduate in this room, because each of them has taken the final step of the first phase of their professional life. But more importantly, each of them is taking the first steps on the next part of that venture, connecting what was once their past to what will be their future. And so for all of them, there's a tremendous congratulations from all of us for an accomplishment that is truly remarkable. NYU, a global university, one that sees its vision across the entire world, maintains an education that sees the value of knowledge for its own sake. But in particular, it sees knowledge in the service of doing extraordinary things for society. And each of you, as a graduate, is on that pathway to adding value. Value to organizations you will become a part of, value to the society you are a member of, and value to the world, which depends so deeply upon the skills that you've been developing over the last several years. Real estate development, construction management, hospitality, tourism, sports, publishing, graphic communication, digital imaging, design, global affairs, fundraising, grant making, management and systems, integrated marketing, human resources, public relations, corporate communication. The fields are stunning just by their listing, and the importance to making our world a better place are so obvious that it almost requires us to step back and say, obvious, but how important could it be to the development of our country and to the development of a better economy for this great country? All of you, the graduates of SCPS, have fire in your belly. You can't wait to get to the next place. It's why you make the choice to do more education beyond an undergraduate degree. It's why each of you have chosen a pathway that will take you to doing something that will be valuable. It's what makes it clear that the graduate of SCPS is a person that can be counted on to always make a difference in the world around them. Now, as I come to convocations over the years, it's always struck me that it's important for us to remind ourselves what it is that we've been doing through the course of our education. And I always end up by thinking that there are what I call 3 C's that represent the things that you have done while students at SCPS. So the 3 C's are quite simply competence. Competence. Every person in this room depends daily upon service from another person. And the number of times per day that we run into somebody that is utterly and completely incompetent is stunning. But all of you, you will be competent. Now, when you say competent, sometimes it suggests that the word we're referring to is a C for competence, right? Just barely breathing on the mirror. But when we think about competence, what we're really saying is for every one of you, you've already adopted and embraced for yourself a sense of what the future will bring by making competence the highest conceivable standard that you could have in mind. Competence implies getting it right every single time you do something, putting 100% effort in every time you do something, achieving the needs of those you serve each time out of the box. And when you do it well each time, you'll do it better the next time, and cheaper the next time, and more effectively the next time, because that's what our society demands. Second C is your community. Now, my guess is, from the things that Dennis has read to us this morning, that most of you have already conceived of the fact that you are not in isolation from those around you, that your purpose for getting this education is about serving people who will be the beneficiaries of the things you can do. And in that sense, you are deeply invested in the community of which you are a part. Your skills, the knowledge you've created, the values you bring with you are enough to make sure that every single person that you will work with will benefit from the things you bring. And in that sense, being a member of a community is an enormously powerful statement that education on you has created something that didn't exist before but will in the future. And then the third C, the one that always strikes me as the most complicated, is a sense of commitment. Commitment to what? Every single student in this room bears with them the responsibility of being competent. Yeah, we got that part, getting it right every time out of the box. Being a community member, that's also true. But what's the commitment? The commitment is to maintain that balance between the life you are creating as a professional and the life that you owe to those closest to you, your family, your friends, and the people who depend upon you. The commitment has to be for a work-life balance and creating something with this education that will be lasting throughout time. None of you got here alone. There isn't a person here who isn't dependent upon others who have come before them, and not a person in this room who doesn't owe a great debt of gratitude to your parents, to your spouse and significant other, to your children, to your friends, and to all of those who gave you the support you needed as you were working your way toward this moment. And so you, the graduates of this class, will remind yourself all the time to thank those who have been your support system. Now, the graduates of this class have to continue to earn the pride that their parents and friends and colleagues have invested in them. That means that this day is your first day forward as you go on to great success in the career that you've been training for. So on behalf of the faculty, the administration, the staff, and your university, New York University, we salute you for this wonderful accomplishment. Thank you all.